Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Alright, so our boy LR SCR Broly got a Summonable LR EZA, and I have been very impressed with this Broly as I've used him. He is without question one of the best units in the game. I probably would put him as the best villain unit in the game, I think. I think I do like him a little bit better than Bootanks, probably, and LR Turles as well. I think this Broly is outstanding. He might even be, like, the best overall unit in the game, in which, if you measure his performance across every single mode in the game, including even, like, World Tournament, this Broly, I think, would be number one, right? Because, like, you know, UI Goku is better than this Broly in, like, virtually every single way, but UI Goku is a non-factor in World Tournament. You literally do not run him in there, right? There's no reason to run UI Goku in there. Whereas Broly is the single best World Tournament unit by far. Like, there's actually just no discussion about that anymore, I think, because of the fact that he now gives himself the 5 key, taking away the difficulty with him super attacking, and also, I mean, if you fight Goku family category enemies, which, you know, one character I did notice a few times, I believe, was the LR Goku EZA. I've seen a few teams with him. It's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna work out with this next World Tournament, right? Because, like, if you happen to run into a Goku family category enemy, if, like, someone's using, like, one of these units as, like, a support or something like that, then Broly is then gonna be super effective against all types. So, like, the one thing that can slow down, like, this Broly or Vegeta Nappa or Krillin or LR Cell or something like that, type disadvantage, is not even really going to be a big deal. Like, this Broly is just going to be like, whatever, I literally don't care. And because he's double supering, actually nothing can survive if you encounter a Goku family category enemy, right? So, I'm very interested to see what this Broly is going to look like in this next World Tournament. It's going to be awesome. Now, the way they built him, I am very pleased. I think, like, I wouldn't really change much of anything about him, right? Like, you know, he could eat a lot of damage from a super attack in a difficult event, even after he super attacks and, you know, raises defense on 18 key, 12 key, and then right here. But it's like, I think he's perfect the way he is, right? Like, the units can't be invincible in every single conceivable way. Link set is good. Maybe leader skill could be a bit better, but, like, who cares? That's irrelevant, right? It doesn't really matter. But then again, I did actually just use this Broly as a leader unit in the God event, and, like, it was definitely working. So, you know, leader skill is not a complete L. Very good EZA. Now, this is the second Summonable LR EZA we have seen. The first one was LR Goku and Frieza. I would say very clearly, this is a super mega early EZA that was also a super very special one, obviously, just because of the fact that, like, it meshed well with the theme of the 6-year anniversary and stuff like that. So I totally understand why he got his EZA, right? Now, the thing about this is, I would assume that we are going to continue to get these Summonable LR EZAs, but I think rather than, you know, going through one of these, like, tier 2 or tier 3, like, Summonable LRs, right? So what I'm saying is, like, sort of the order they released, right? The first, like, sort of tier of LR was these 5 right here. LR Broly, Majin Vegeta, Goku Black and Zamasu, in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and LR Trunks. I imagine, for the most part, as they continue doing Summonable LR EZAs, I think we're going to see, like, these 5 sort of going in order. I think this is how we're going to see it, right? Perhaps if there's some sort of big celebration, maybe Golden Week could, like, EZA, like, Trunks and Goten or something like that. Like, so, like, sort of the second tier, second wave of LRs, right? Was what? Like, Trunks and Goten was one. Bojack is another. LR, oh my god. Oh, his EZA. Yeah, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Bojack, Bardock, LR Cell. Those were, and Beerus and Whis. Those are the, like, sort of second tier. Yeah, dude, some of these, like, some of these Summonable LRs, like LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku or, like, Beerus and Whis, like, people sometimes are very funny. They'll be like, oh, you're hating on Beerus and Whis, and, you know, they'll show me Beerus and Whis doing, like, a 6 million attack set or something like that. It's like, yeah, okay. Tell me how they're doing on Ki, though, where they get 2 Ki from Shocking Speed, and that's it. That's not good. So this unit needs 10 Ki at best to be able to use their 18 Ki super attack. Not exactly good. So, like, you know, you look at some of these EZAs and how easy it would be. If Beerus and Whis literally, like, they just give themselves like 7. All they have to do, 7 ki at the start of turn. Boom. All of a sudden, this unit is like, because they're healing. I mean, you know, you run them on like a Realm of Gods team with like AGL UI Goku, Physical Beerus, you know, some of the Whis, and this is just like devastating. Like, these summonable LR EZAs as they move through are going to be crazy. I do think maybe we could see like Beerus and Whis, like perhaps Golden Week is like Battle of Gods themed. Maybe they would like EZA Beerus and Whis right there. But outside of something like that, I do think we are going to sort of see them move through these 4 next, right? Now that we've gotten Broly's EZA. Broly, perfect timing, I think, for Broly's EZA. Now, Goku and Frieza didn't, it's like, you look at their kit before and after, they didn't get too much, right? They made the secondary part of their leader skill a little bit better. You know, now they're raising defense on their super attacks, which is a very powerful effect. Basically, going through their whole kit, they made them much better defensively, which is really all they needed to be, right? They already have a superior link set. They work well on a couple of the teams that they're on. And then now they're building ki for long events, which is very helpful. And it's also way easier to get their full attacking passive. Just a beautiful EZA, right? So now we can sort of take a look at what these other 4 EZA characters might look like. Now, take a look at Majin Vegeta really quick to me. Do you see something about his kit? Do you think he has a lot of category teams? Yes or no? Like, this guy getting an EZA is gonna really matter. When you look at these characters, like, dude, he's on Final Trump. Like, I've talked about Final Trump card having a nice villain base, right? Don't forget, like, the same name update, too. So, like, I could easily see them doing what they did with Broly, right? They drop a Dokkan Fest, maybe even an LR, maybe even another LR Majin Vegeta, right? They give us, like, an LR Majin Vegeta who has the final explosion, because keep in mind that the final explosion right now, we don't have that with, like, the good animations, the final explosion. So we're definitely going to get a Majin Vegeta that does the final explosion with the good animations. I mean, just mark that down. That is going to happen, right? So, like, you get that, you know, and then you'll be able to run another Majin Vegeta on the team. On, like, so many of these teams, that would work, too. To where you'd run, like, 2 LR Majin Vegetas. You know, a Pure Saiyan, Vegeta fan. Like, look at the amount of teams he would help. Like, this is just, it's insanity. I can't wait for this guy's EZA. And it's like, how might they make him better, right? Check this out. Very simple. Raise defense for 1 turn on 12 and 18 ki. Bam. Perhaps we raise his chance to stun to, like, medium on both. That would be good as well. And then, I mean, if they really wanted to go crazy with him, they would give him, like, just give him, like, 100% defense at the start of turn, and then keep his attack buff on super attack. That's disgusting, right? Because that's like the Kefla effect, to where, like, that you could then put him in slot 1. I would love to see them do that. Give him start of turn defense, keep his attack buff on super attack. And then I could potentially see, like, so, like, go look at what they did with Broly, right? Where, you know, he gets ki against pure and hybrid Saiyan enemy. He's super effective against Goku family category enemy. So, like, I could sort of see, like, a similar type thing right here, right? It's like, maybe if there's, like, a Goku enemy, he does guaranteed crits. Maybe against, like, pure Saiyan and then, like, Majin Power or Artificial Life Form or something like that. Perhaps he's, like, super effective against all types, or he gives himself, like, 10 ki or something along those lines, right? I think what they'll do with some of these LRs to sort of balance them a bit is they will sort of give them sort of, like, specific numbers and stuff like that. He definitely needs ki somehow, but not too much ki, because it's like this LR is still, like, because remember, his big damaging attack is his 12 ki does Mega Colossal, and then 18 ki is only Colossal, right? So they don't want to give him too much ki in his passive to where it's difficult to still get the 12 ki. So maybe just something like 100% defense and 3 ki at the start of turn, 150% attack on super attack, you know, guaranteed crits against Goku, maybe super effective against all types, against, like, Goku family, Majin Power, Artificial Life Form, something like that. Like, it's you don't really need to do that much. And then again, raise, like, his stun chances to medium, maybe raise attack and defense on super attack or something like that. And Vegeta's gonna be crazy. Like, there's so much they could do with a lot of these characters, right? I mean, they even could maybe bump both up to Mega Colossal. That could be interesting. I don't know that they would do that. Or what if they helped Vegeta in the World Tournament? What if when fighting like 6 or more enemies, he gives himself like 10 ki or something like that, right? Because like LR Krillin has a similar effect like that, right? Where they intentionally give him a powerful effect for utilization in the World Tournament, right? What does it say exactly? Okay, so he gets the additional super against 6 or more enemies. So like for Majin Vegeta, I mean, it doesn't really make sense because he fights Goku and then he fights Boo. That's it. But like, when fighting 6 or more enemies, he gives himself like 10 ki. That would be really good for his usage in World Tournament. All right, you could do something like that. Now, all right. Now I was thinking about this, right? Like, this is the reason I started playing JP. Like, this is like this is when my account was created, basically. When this unit came out, I started because of them. You look at what they do. Like, they're raising defense. So, like, right away, what if they had, like, the Super Boo in Gotenks effect? Or like, the AGL Goten. You could easily make this. So, like, on 12 ki, they raise attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. And then on 18 ki, attack and defense by 50% for 6 turns or something like that. Like, that, that's a good start. You can keep this. I would like to potentially see them with a lot of defense at the start of turn. I think something like, again, maybe give them like 100% defense, 120% defense at the start of turn. I think a good way to build this unit would be defensively, right? Because how many links do they share? What I'm thinking with this unit, Goku Black and Zamasu, I'm thinking about using them with LR Rose Goku Black. This is what I'm thinking of, right? So what links do they share? So they have Fear and Faith. They have Dismal Future. Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So they have 5 out of 7 links. Including 4. They're getting 4 ki from links. Really good for LR Rose. So check it out, right? Here's what I would like to see from this unit. Again, give him 50% attack and defense on super attack for the turns. Keep the HP regeneration. Keep this. Either 100% or 120% defense at the start of turn. I think giving 3 ki to villains is another good thing. Add that to their passive. And then give them like 30% damage reduction against pure and hybrid Saiyans. I think works well. Right? Like that, or maybe you give them the damage reduction against the time traveler category or something like that. I think works. Like, dude, this unit and like these two together, oh my god. Like, if this unit gives any ki from their passive whatsoever, along with already having Fear and Faith and Dismal Future and all these attack links, including Big Bad Bosses, and they're raising right here and they're healing, this as a rotation becomes one of the top 5 rotations in the game. Like, this becomes this is so good for a lot of these teams too. Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Time Traveler, because like Rose is that this guy's definitely better after the same name update, where now you could run AGL Rose, SCR Rose, and stuff like that on the team. But like, if this is, you probably want to run this guy most of the time in slot 2. So if you design this character in drawing out this guy's full potential, which I think is the best way they could do it, this would be crazy. So like, and then they're not on as many category teams, obviously, as Majin Vegeta, but they are on teams that do need buffed. Not not that team. And I mean, this team could use help just in that there's so few options on it. But I mean, that team got helped out a lot by the same name update. But like Future, I mean, I guess time travel, I don't know. Future needs the help. maybe some of the other teams don't really, but I'm really excited for their EZA, obviously. We're gonna talk about Trunks next. Trunks is on a lot of teams that really need the help. Again, Future, Vegeta Family, Bottom Master Disciple, Android Cell Saga, Savior, Battle Wits. A lot of teams that like the addition would be really good. This guy, I don't have as like an obvious like super crazy idea to make this guy like a super juggernaut like I did like Goku Black and Zamasu. One thing about this Trunks that is very good is he is a shocking speed and prepared for battle character. Obviously that helps out a lot. I think let's see. So he's raising defense on super attack like that. 120% attack and defense is a good start. Maybe bump up the turns or maybe make this a 50% buff or something like that right here. And then I think also giving himself ki. The only thing is I would really be disappointed if he gives himself ki has anything to do with Wicked Bloodline. Because that it's not common. If he's fighting extreme class enemies, I think that could be good. Maybe he gives himself 5 ki against extreme class enemies. It's not really that bad of an effect. Something along those lines. Because he does have a good link set, right? Like Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Legendary Power. Cold Judgment is going to work really well with a lot of the other Trunks cards scattered around. Don't forget, I think this exact character, just like Majin Vegeta, is definitely coming up on a Dokkan Fest exclusive at some point, or an LR or something like that, where the final explosion gets the good animations. This is another moment, clearly, is going to get good animations, right? A transforming Trunks from this fight, that's like, actually like a top 5 missing unit from Dokkan. Like, you know, Demon King Piccolo like is very deserving of a Dokkan Fest, maybe like God Goku. This Trunks is actually probably number 1 for the impact he has as, you know, the second Super Saiyan, the scene where he takes down Frieza. I would think that when that Dokkan Fest does come is when this guy would get his EZA, probably. So maybe that Trunks isn't that far away. We'll see. Although I do think they're going to focus primarily on movies for the rest of 2021. That's funny, because if they do that, like, none of these LRs have anything to do with movies, right? Besides Broly. Broly did. But, like, none of the other LRs are from movies. And then, dude, this guy, I'm going to tell... Dude. It's... Besides Gaze of Respect, right? You take that away, his link set is so crazy, right? He has one of the... This is still one of the strongest mechanics in the game, right? That, look at how good, like, LR Bootanks is, you know, STR Vegito, stuff like that, because they have that same thing. This Gohan is on a lot of teams that need the help. We now have multiple LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Like, this goes up at all, and Gohan becomes, like, the best unit in the game. I feel like I feel like they are gonna treat this guy with kid gloves. It's so easy to just make him better than everything else in the game. Like, I like, just with how easy it's going to be for him to just completely take control, right? That's why, like, I could see them more so than buffing his attack, just giving him defense, because, like, a lot of all these guys struggle for ki. I mean, Broly doesn't struggle for ki anymore now that he has his EZA, right? But ki was an issue for all these guys, because that's the way the LRs were when they first came out. You know, you want, like, getting the ki is an issue for them. Not for Gohan, with this ridiculous mechanic. Gohan doesn't struggle for ki, because that mechanic is so powerful. So all they have to really do is build defense around him. And then again, Gohan has probably the best link set out of all these guys. I mean, Goku Black and Zamasu's link set is really good, too. Broly has a good link set as well, which was buffed. Saiyan lineage is so much better after the link level update, right? But Gohan, I mean, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, like, any team you run, you're having 4, 5, or 6 active, like, at all times. So, Gohan is just going to be disgusting. I don't even, like, dude, I don't even know. Like, you want to go create, what if they just, like, 50% damage reduction, 100% defense start a turn, and leave everything else exactly the same? Don't even change his attack, right? Just leave attack the same. I need to see this guy. I need to see this guy at level 10 links, actually. I actually don't have any of these guys at level 10 links currently. Any of these 4. I am going to grind these guys up. I'm going to get all 4 of these guys to level 10 links. And I'm going to do some videos coming up on them at full level 10 links, because I want to see, you guys are going to, like, the level of power, Summonable LR's power is still there, right? Like, they're doing so much damage when they're supering. All they need is just, like, the utility, right? Like, you know, key, extra effects against certain categories, you know, extra effects on their super attacks. Things like that is all these guys are going to need, but it is going to be really crazy when these four get their Summonable LR EZAs. Let me know what you guys would do for them. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.